Hey guys, so in this video I'm going over Unit 4 test review, and I understand that it says Unit 5, but we are finishing up Unit 4. So in problems 1, 2, and 3, we are finding our vertical asymptote, horizontal asymptotes, and holes. So in our first one, we are going to factor this. So we want to factor everything out so we can figure out what our x's equal, what our y's are, and if there's any common factors. So for our numerator, what does it look like? Okay. For our numerator, it is already factored, so it is x minus 1. In our denominator, we do have to factor this. If you want to use your big X method, your C is -3, your B is -2. You want two magic numbers that multiply to give you -3, but also add or subtract to give you -2. You should have 1 and -3. So those magic numbers become your factored form, x plus 1 versus x minus 3. So for your vertical asymptote, you're going to take both of those parentheses and set them equal to 0. So x plus 1 equals 0. That gives me x equals -1. You have x minus 3 equals 0. That's going to give you x equals 3. So these are your two vertical asymptotes. Your horizontal asymptote. So your horizontal is comparing your degrees. Your numerator has a degree of 1. Your denominator has a degree of 2. So first degree versus second degree. Well, the numerator is less than the denominator, so you have a horizontal asymptote at 0. Your holes is dependent on your common factors. So if there is no common factors, there are no holes. So I would put none. For number two, you need to factor. So we ended up with the exact same quadratic as we had in number 1. So our numerator is x minus 3 times x plus 1. Our denominator is just x. So when we go for our vertical asymptote, we take our denominator, set it equal to 0. Well, it's already solved for x, so we're done. Our horizontal asymptote, again, compares our degrees. So our denominator has a degree of 1, numerator is degree of 2. So second degree versus first degree. So if our numerator is bigger, then we have no horizontal asymptote, so none. Our holes, again, is dependent on whether we have common factors. We have no common factors. We have nothing to cancel out when we factored up here. So we have no holes, or none. Number three, we're going to factor. So give me a little bit more space. There we go. So we're taking 2 times the square root of, or x squared plus x minus 3. We want to slide and divide, so we have x squared plus x minus 6. Factor this, we have x plus 3 times x minus 2. Remember to divide, so we slid up here, we need to divide down here, so divide by what we slid by. So 3 divided by 2 cannot simplify, so we have to slide the 2 in front. So we have 2x plus 3 times, we can simplify the 2 divided by 2, which is 1. So x minus 1. So that is our new numerator. Divided by, we also have to factor our x squared minus 9. X squared minus 9. We're going to take the difference of squares. So we want something squared to give us 9, which is 3. So that becomes x minus 3 times x plus 3. So that is our new denominator. So can we cancel out anything? No. So we're going to set our 2 parentheses equal to 0 to get our vertical asymptotes. So we have x minus 3 equals 0. So one of our asymptotes is that x equals 3. The other one, set x plus 3 equal to 0. Your x equals negative 3. So those are your 2 vertical asymptotes. For your horizontal asymptote, you're looking at your degrees. Your degrees are the same. So you're looking at your leading coefficients, 2 over 1. So you will have y equals, instead of 2 over 1, simplify, 2 divided by 1 is just 2. Then your holes, again, your holes is dependent on your common factors. There are no common factors, so there is no holes.